Country music fans will recognise that straight away. It's a brand new song from Taylor Sheridan. It is called Stories. Here's a story for you. I was listening to Taylor's album yesterday because I thought, wow, I'm going to play Stories and I'm going to play another track. There were so many good songs on that album, I didn't know what to choose. That's how good, what a good problem to have. Joining me live on the line right now, and tell you what, is a busy man in showbiz, is Taylor himself. Good morning, Taylor. Welcome to 101.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm just looking at your work schedule at the moment. So you've got a headline tour, and you're also opening for Jimmy Barnes. How's that going?
Well, we actually just did the last show on Saturday in Canberra, and it was... I don't think I've got enough words to really articulate. I still haven't sort of been able to process what it was. I've just gone straight into being into dad mode, but it was a dream come true, really.
I mean, I have to ask and it's probably a stereotypical question, but what was he like to work with?
He was everything you would want him to be, and even more. He was so complimentary, so supportive. Every night he came out and watched about 2 or 3 songs before he started getting ready for his show. He was just so encouraging, and he makes you feel like you're 10 feet tall when you speak to him. He just makes you feel like you can achieve anything, you can do anything. And learning these little nuances of how he carries himself and how he's been able to sustain himself in this industry is just remarkable. So I know that in years to come, what I've learned on this tour will come to fruition. So I feel very fortunate. Oh,
that's fantastic. It's lovely to hear that as well. Everybody I've ever spoken to that has worked with Jimmy Barnes, nobody's got a bad word for him. Everybody says exactly what you've just said, which is wonderful. I'm so pleased. And of course, you got your own big tour as well.
Yeah, so I'm doing my own, national tour as well. And that's, I guess I'm at that point in my career now where, I've been transitioning for the last little while from being a support act. I've done that so much over the last few years because it's an interesting industry how to navigate yourself. And I guess for me, playing live is is kind of my I don't know if it's my specialty, but it's the thing that I enjoy the most, and it's the way that I communicate with an audience. So, I'm still trying to navigate my way into being a quote-unquote headline artist, and so it's all been a big learning curve in a lot of ways.
Well, I'm just looking at the sort of people that you've opened for: John Farnham, Pete Murray, Darryl Braithwaite. The list goes on and on. Dionne Warwick, Gladys Knight. I mean, how amazing! What a fantastic thing to have on your resume.
Yeah, it is, and I think when you see names like that, they're the people that I grew up listening to. And the amazing thing is, when you first start out in music, you just think, how on earth am I going to be able to make my way in this industry? Am I going to play covers for a living? Am I going to write my own music? Is anyone going to care? And then, you chip away day by day, and then, if you're lucky, you get a call to open for a Pete Murray or open for a Dionne Warwick, which is, I don't think it's not on the bucket list because you don't think it's achievable. So I just feel so grateful that I've had those opportunities. And when I'm in the moment, you just got to pinch yourself and go, wait, what? How did this happen?
Yeah. I remember sort of working back in the UK on radio, and I used to, well, actually, most listeners thought, how did that happen? But yeah, I fully understand what you're saying. Now, you mentioned yourself, you have a beautiful baby girl. What's it like combining fatherhood with being out on the road? Because, both of them are tough gigs.
Yeah, it's a good question. It's probably something that I've dreamt of for a long time, the way that... and being around people like Jimmy and how he's incorporated his family into his touring life and how much it just gives everything more meaning, I was really looking forward to that. So when Mabel was born, me and my partner knew that we wanted to give her a big life, and if travelling the country, is in those plans. But I guess the day-to-day things, it just makes it even more meaningful. Like, on the weekend we played in Sydney and Canberra, and we went up a day earlier in Sydney and we took her to the Opera House, and to stand there with your daughter, having these incredible moments, it's not necessarily just about the gigs anymore. It's about making memories with your family, and I think it just gives the whole experience just even more depth.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it sounds like you're enjoying it as well. Got to ask, I know you're a twin. Any sibling rivalry there?
Sibling rivalry? No, I don't think so. I think we want each other to win just as much as we want ourselves to win. And in some ways, I think I want him to be as successful and even more successful than I want myself to be, because that's the great thing about being a twin. It's like you're looking in the mirror, but the mirror talks back to you.
Yeah. What a great description.
Yeah, so we don't have that rivalry. We're best friends, and I feel very privileged. I feel sorry for parents that have twins because I know what we put our parents through. But being a twin, it's a remarkable experience.
Oh, how fantastic! Now, I've got to ask: is your partner listening to this?
If I'm to be completely honest with you, right now we are actually at a little baby sensory class, and my wife's in the class, and they're singing hot cross buns and doing all these things, and I've just stepped out to do this little interview. So,
well, that's wonderful, because the reason I'm asking, and this is just you and me talking now, right? So you're a twin. So when you and your brother used to go out and about, and you'd maybe think, hey, wouldn't it be fun? Oh, she's nice. Did you ever swap places and pretend to be the other one?
Look, unfortunately, we never took full advantage of that.
No,
I think we're both a little bit shy, and I know that I'm a performer, and and that seems a little bit counterintuitive. But I think we're so different as well. Like, the funny thing is, being a twin is you do get compared quite a lot because people presume that you're the same person. But when you spend time with us, we're completely different. We're literally the opposite side of a coin. So we're similar in some ways, but extremely different. So to answer your question, no, we were pretty well behaved.
Oh, well, but bless you for your honesty on that. And at least the good thing is you're no longer wearing the same clothes. You're not dressing alike anymore. So that's good.
Thanks. I don't know. We do like the same things. So sometimes we rock up to places going, we really should have sent each other a photo.
Should have checked the dress code before you came in. I'm going to finish off our chat with one, like I said before, the album is so good. It's one of the best ones I've heard for a long time. The production, everything about it. But I've chosen Hometown Love, which was one of my favourite songs. I just love the groove of it. I love the feeling of it. Give us a little bit background about the song itself.
So when I got to the end of making Troubadour, or the end of the writing process, I knew I wanted the song to represent where I grew up. And for me, I grew up in this little town called Crichton in Victoria, and it just felt natural to also want to have a song that captured my childhood, especially with my first album. Like, I don't think you can have your first album without, reflecting. So without that place, I wouldn't be who I am today, and I wouldn't have had the opportunities that I've had. So that's really where Hometown Love stems from, because I love where I grew up, and I'm incredibly proud of it.
Oh, and that's great. And, because I always say to performers, when you've got a story which it's come from the heart, and then when people listen to the lyrics, they go, wow, I really get that. Taylor, you're a joy to chat to, and, we'd love it if you're ever up this way performing again. We'd love to have you in the studio for a face-to-face.
I would absolutely love that. And, thanks for listening to the album. It does really mean a lot, because we do put in a lot of time, a lot of effort into making records. So yeah, I really appreciate you listening to the album and also supporting Stories.
Love it, and it's an absolute joy to chat to you. Next time you chat to Jimmy Barnes, maybe you can just pass me on his number and I'll get him on the show as well. That'd be great.
I'll see if I've got some pull.
I love it. Taylor, thank you so much. I'll let you go back now to your little girl, Mabel, and thank you for spending time with us on 101 this morning.
Thanks, Mike.
This is 101.